Hello everybody. Today, me, Mohammed, and Paul, we're gonna talk about biogas as we promised in our teaser. Firstly, we're going to talk about waste food. Then, why do we need a new resource of energy? After that, we're gonna explain what's biogas and how do we produce it. Then, we're gonna give some advantages and disadvantages of biogas. At the end, we're gonna give some examples and conclusion. Since the last industrial revolution, our world has been filled up by waste food. About 30% of the global food supply is lost or wasted each year. All the United States produce 70 million tons of waste food each year, while others suffer of famine. So waste food is not exploited in a good way, as a plastic or cardboard. In this topic, we're gonna explore a good way to exploit it.
Let's explore the reasons why we need a new source of energy. Firstly, to limit the use of non-renewable energy. Non-renewable energy resources include coal, natural gas, oil, and nuclear energy. Once these resources are used up, they cannot be replaced, which is a major problem for humanity as we are currently depending on them to supply most of our energy needs. Secondly, for better management of waste. Increasing volumes of waste are being generated as the global population and living standards rise. According to the website Global Feedback, we waste about a third of all food produced for human consumption. The environmental impact of waste is significant. Air pollution, soil pollution, water pollution, etc. Seeing all these elements, biogas is an interesting solution to deal with these global issues. So, what is biogas? Biogas is a renewable as well as a clean source of energy. Gas generated through biodigestion.
How do we produce biogas? Actually, biogas production is a simple process. Firstly, biogas is produced after organic materials such as food waste, livestock manure, agricultural waste, or even water. Those organic materials are broken down by bacteria in an oxygen-free environment. This process is called anaerobic digester. After that, the gas is captured into containers to keep our gas. Anaerobic digester is an all-natural process that happens organically with bacteria that eats waste food. It is similar to the process of the creation of oil in the core of the earth, but in very short term. All we need is an airtight containers, some waste, and some microbes. At the end, we have about 60% of methane, 30% of carbon dioxide, and fertilizers.
Now we are going to talk about the advantages of biogas. Biogas is non-polluting. No combustion takes place in the process, meaning there is zero emission of greenhouse gases to the atmosphere. Therefore, using gas from waste as a form of energy is actually a great way to combat global warming. It promotes the circular economy. The circular economy refers to an economic model that aims to produce goods and services in a sustainable way by limiting the consumption and waste of resources and reducing the production of waste. It breaks away from the linear economic model.
Now I'm gonna give some disadvantage of biogas. Firstly, few technological advancements. There is no new technology yet that will make biogas production more efficient and low cost. Secondly, contains impurities. After refinement and compression, biogas still contains impurities. For example, if the produced biogas was utilized to power automobiles, it could corrode the metal parts of the engine. Another example that biogas should be purified again to be ready to use, which costs a lot of money. Third, effect of temperature. Like other renewable energy sources, biogas is also affected by the weather. Because the optimal temperature bacteria need to digest waste around 37 degrees. In cold places, anaerobic digester required heat and energy, and that cost more money. Fourth, amount of waste. Biogas production required a huge amount of waste, which obstructs biogas to be produced every day.
Let's highlight some countries that lead to concrete initiatives to biogas. In Malawi, prisoners' poops are converted to biogas for cooking. The initiative put in place by United Purpose, an international charity, is an attempt to control deforestation in the district and the country, which has seen a huge loss of trees for timber, charcoal, and firewood for cooking. The aid group trained inmates and staff on how to maintain the system. The prisoners told that life is easier now than when they had to chop wood. In Indonesia, Asian agrees biogas plants use organic waste from the palm oil production process to generate clean and renewable energy. That energy powers their operation and the local communities. The initiative aims to support the Indonesian government's plan to increase power generation in the country. In September 2017, Asian Agri won the inaugural Energy Lestari Award 2017 in recognition of their commitment to produce energy from organic waste.
At the end, I would like to ask you, do you think biogas is our new black gold oil in the future?